Fuck BTS. For real, for real.
Why really?
Nah, I'm kidding. I just know that they're like one of the biggest like bands on the planet, and I don't know why. I'm very happy that we had that clap because I don't think we started a podcast without the clap, and I don't want to.
The clap is a necessity.
Absolutely necessity.
And we're live. Episode 8 of the Mama's Boy podcast.
Welcome back.
Live and on the air.
We're on the air, and to be honest, that sign really just puts everything together. Oh my gosh. Also, cheers.
Cheers.
Sponsored by the best drink in the world, Annie Energy. And
Annie Energy.
a big special. Shout out Annie. A big
Guys,
special
Casey,
podcast.
let the people know what you were doing.
Okay,
Let them know where you were at, why you were there.
I have a
brought you
better.
there.
I was just say I have a better description of it because we filmed this podcast last night, had some technical difficulties, but we're back to it now.
Y'all see some behind the scenes.
And basically, bottom line
bloopers.
is Annie Energy did what any company should do and actually helped out. And, you know, they saw that, oh, okay, this goofy-ass 20-year-old is making a ton of content with our product, and it's funny.
Just fly him out here.
Exactly, it's fun and it's good.
Bring him to the fight.
So the TikTok versus YouTube fight happened last weekend in Miami, Florida, and Annie hit me up. Well, one of the co-founders of Annie hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to come down to Miami and, like, advertise, just
thing.
like...
Do what you just do what you do, but in Miami.
Why am I forgetting that it starts with a P? The word
P?
Advertise and promote. Wow, Jesus Christmas! But yeah, Annie asked me to come down, advertise, promote it in Miami, promote the brand, everything, and obviously Team Bryce out here. And it was the most surreal weekend of my life, and I have Annie to thank for that. Just because
you were very like nervous going into it. You didn't know if you wanted to drop that much money.
Did not know.
But it turned out to be the greatest.
I was gonna say I give Vito, Scott, Emma, and Aussie absolute props for the reason I did go, because it was an expensive trip. Like, the hotel was expensive, like other type of shit, and but they were all just like, yo, like, you need to go because you're gonna make it a good time. You're gonna
That's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, and they all told me they were just like, you're the type of person that can actually like do something fun, like in terms of like meet people and whatnot. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Every single person, YouTuber, TikToker, whatever it may be, that was in Miami at that weekend was staying in the Hard Rock Hotel, where, thank God, I got a room at. So I got to see all of them.
You almost didn't, bro. Imagine if you didn't.
I'd be so pissed off because you couldn't get special access to the hotel unless you stayed there. Like, and thank God I fucking stayed there. But
Casey, we might have to go to the casino together, bro.
We really might have to. $1,600 off of $13.
Oh my God.
We won.
I didn't know it was like that.
That was my first time in a casino ever.
First and last.
First and last. I put $15 in a slot. I lost $2. And then I had $13 left on the card, so I took my card to a different slot. I'd say about 10 minutes later, I hit some crazy jackpot, and some woman came over that worked there and was like, hey, yeah, I have to turn the machine off, et cetera, because, like, that was the max win for that slot. Because it was like, obviously, I'm not big money. I've only put $13 in there. But I was like, wait. And I still had no idea because, like, it on the screen, it doesn't show up in dollar signs. So I was like, wait, how much did I win? Like, is it $16 or something like that? She's like, no, you won $1,600. I was like,
what if it was 16,000?
I'd still be in Miami now. But no, regardless, like, staying in the hotel was cool because I got to actually make connections with some of these people. I got some funny, like, before fight predictions and shit like that.
The funniest was with Vinny.
Shout out my guy Vinny Hacker. I need a fight prediction for later, though. I need to see what you're about to do.
All right, so
I'm saying you're gonna knock him out in the second round.
I'm about to go in there and probably twerk or something.
I really like that. You're about to show your abs probably too, because I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
for all of you that watched the weigh-in, it was so sexual. It was crazy. Like, just shirts off, abs out.
Shout out Vinny.
He's the new hot boy on the scene. And he fucking dominated, yo, to be honest.
He's the only TikToker that won, right?
Only TikToker that won. Shout out my guy Nick, who is Vinny's manager, and I made good friends with down there.
Shout out Nick.
Dope guy.
We fuck with you on the Mama's Boys podcast.
Nick, we fuck with you on the Mama's Boys podcast. You're a GOAT. Vinny's a GOAT. You guys just went off. The pre-fight questions that I was asking him were amazing. I don't know if he twerked in the ring. I'm really hoping he did.
Yo, that's what I needed to know.
Same.
Was he twerking?
Well, we need to find footage because I couldn't see it. So I need to figure that out
Vinny,
myself.
you said you were twerking, so I don't know.
And as for the other fights, so the main ones that I was like involved with and like meeting the people and talking to them before and whatnot were like the three, Bryce, Taylor, and Vinny. And Taylor, I'm not going to speak on Taylor's fight because I still think it was a draw. Mm-hmm. It was a draw until Sunday because the fight was on Saturday. Sunday, the organization that like ruled it put out a statement.
They're like, had to do some like more ruling.
Well, no, they were just like, we're sorry that like we didn't catch this live, excited because Gib won, like by technically. But
Oh, really?
I'm not talking about Taylor because Taylor is still a fucking killer.
Bro, Taylor-
definitely.
Bro, he looked like when he was in the ring, like he looked like he could actually.
he knew what he was doing.
He probably just had some fight jitters, bro.
Well, no, and that's
Like, it was
what
the first time fighting in a ring.
And that's what I liked about Taylor,
From the
because
back
after Taylor lost, he went back to this thing. He went to Instagram and he posted a video, and he congratulated Gib, and he was also just almost as transparent as like a celebrity could be. And he's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you that I may have not done my best, but I'll let you guys know I was nervous. It was my first time fighting another individual in front of 20,000 people."
Bro, you know what, like some shit similar to that.
What's
Like
that?
when Logan Paul got fucked up by KSI. But
Facts.
then like he can just turn around and compete with Floyd Mayweather.
And actually compete with him now.
Like, was he just nervous to fight KSI? Like, what was going on with that?
Well, that was too, like, when he fought KSI, that was, like, the first big thing he ever did before, like, after getting canceled. So it's, like, that's kind of one of those, like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
people might not even be cheering in this bit. It might just be
Facts.
awkward. Like,
Yeah, literally.
You,
And, like-
you might be hearing us breathing on
And
TV.
didn't they fight in the UK too?
Oh,
So just everybody rooting for
Logan
KSI.
almost wasn't allowed to go to the UK for the weigh-ins. The fight was going to happen
because
anyways.
his life was in danger. Because
Yeah,
those
because
those motherfuckers were just
There was
throwing
thousands,
shit.
because I remember watching one of Logan's
Fuck.
vlogs. There was thousands of comments on every one of his videos, pictures like, "We're bringing acid to this weigh-in. We're gonna stab you. We're gonna shoot you."
What the
One of
fuck?
Logan's security guards got beat the fuck up
Damn.
by like mad people, because I'm sure
Yeah, he
they're
probably
big.
got jumped.
But then the main card of the Miami fight,
Wait, before you say that, British people want to be American so bad. All right.
so badly, and they eat beans for breakfast. But the main fight, Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall.
Hall.
Now, I'll humbly say it right now. I was a little wrong. I still think Bryce is gangster.
Bro, he was
Jacked.
in there. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, he was in there, and I still have nothing but respect for Bryce because, I mean, again, he fought a grown man in front of 20,000
Facts, bro.
people.
He put up a great fight.
And
he didn't want to stop fighting. The ref stopped it.
Well, and like there was so many. I'm not going to sit here and say like, "Oh, it was rigged." Nothing was rigged. But
No, nothing
and there
was
were certain
rigged.
parts in the fight that
He
were
got
just
his
like
licks in. He got a lot of good punches in.
a lot of good punches in. But then like he got like choked, thrown to the ground, like and it's a boxing match, so it's kind of tough.
Facts.
But no, Austin obviously.
Austin
like,
McBroom was just a beast.
yeah, no, and even
a
if the
beast.
fight went every round, like and Bryce didn't knock him out, like Austin was going to win, no question. But regardless, it's just like
Austin
My
looked
guy-
like he had some fighting experience before this.
facts.
Like,
And
his punches he was really throwing punches like crisp punches. They looked clean.
that's a fact.
Like,
and
I'm not a boxing extraordinaire, but I think he looked like he was throwing some pretty good punches.
yeah, and just like the biggest thing is that at the end of the day, I mean, like shit, boxing, yeah, he took the L, but he made $5 million, put on an
$5
event
million.
at Hard Rock. Like just so we could be clear here, just like I want this to be known, just before you want to comment like
Hard
YouTubers
Rock,
and
that's
TikTokers.
the place to be in Miami, isn't it?
The place to be in Miami, but also like
Yeah.
they sold more people were in attendance for the TikTok YouTube fight than they were for Dolphin games. So like before you want to
Really?
go and like shit on the whole TikTok YouTuber like blah, 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 it's like
Boom.
they got crowds coming in. So
Bro, that's
put some
crazy. You
respect
know,
on that.
the Dolphins had a decent year this
Yeah,
last
but they
season.
still fucking suck
do fucking
historically.
suck,
I'm only saying
historically.
that because my dad has been a diehard Dolphins fan forever.
You
and
probably liked them when they had Dan Marino.
it's
They
just
haven't
sad
been
to
good
watch.
since they had Dan Marino.
That's what, and they still hold on to that one season
Bro.
50 years ago.
Oh yeah, that undefeated
Yeah,
season.
50 years ago.
Fuck that.
Crazy.
But yeah, like Bryce Hall, great job. You
Great
threw
job,
a great
yeah.
event, bro. You got to go.
Bro, and like
You
I
had-
was
you got to
sitting
go have
ringside. I
a
was
weekend
like
of your life.
I was chilling like Blake, Gray, Vinny, Bryce, like people that I didn't think were gonna DM me back ever. I was sitting ringside with and like chilling in the hotel with, eating food with, and gambling with. It was absurd. And to be honest, I got Annie to thank for that. So
Yo, this black cherry is bussin'.
big fan.
Oh, yo, we said it last time. Well, everybody loves the black cherry, right?
There you go. So he's one of them.
But what's that?
This is lemon lime.
But what we calling it?
I was gonna
That's
say
the Casey flavor.
This is the Mackin flavor.
That's the mac and flavor.
Mac
This
and
is
lime.
flavor.
Mac. Oh, I'm about to. At
Mac and
one
lime.
point, once Annie Energy gets bigger, and once I get bigger too,
Facts.
which both will
Collab.
happen, there's gonna be a flavor called Mac and Mania.
Collab. You heard it, Bryce, Annie, everybody.
Annie, you heard
Mac
it.
and
At some
lime.
point in the future,
Mac
I'm
and lime.
manifesting. Once Annie is bigger than Red Bull Monster, everything, and once I'm bigger, we're gonna create a flavor called Mac and Mania. It's gonna be the best energy
Mac
drink
and what?
flavor. Mac and Mania.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that. But no, so this weekend was just absurd, and I got Annie and all of them to thank for it, and I'm just gonna
Shout
we're
out-
gonna
yeah,
try to
shout
keep
out
taking it
everybody.
up from here. But
Facts. We love this podcast.
yeah, and speaking of just staying on the sports realm and shit like that.
Oh, before we go into that.
ooh, go on.
Lyle, I got your fucking comic
Ooh.
book, bro.
This Watchmen comic book written by Lyle Ringgold is phenomenal. It is amazing from start to finish. The artwork is crazy. The pages are so crisp. Lyle, you did a great fucking job. Keep up the good work.
If you guys haven't watched the Lyle Ringgold episode, Lyle Ringgold, he's a up and coming comic book creator. He made a great fucking comic book called The Watchmen. I got the first issue. Haven't read it yet, but I'll be reading it tonight.
And I will say, from someone who's not the biggest comic book reader and whatnot, Vito brought it over to my apartment, and he didn't want to read it yet because like it's an
so
important
dope.
thing. You
I
want to
gotta
have
sit
the right
down, I
have the
gotta,
right
you know,
vibes.
have
You got to
my
be
blood,
high,
you know.
everything. Yeah, but
Right vibes.
the cover looked fucking sick.
The artwork was amazing.
Let me just bring up this 1.2.
Let me shout out the artist. Keep talking.
Facts. And Lyle, if you watch this part of the episode, this question is kind of directed at you and
Yeah,
everyone
Lyle,
else.
what's up?
I don't understand you guys, like artists in general. I don't understand how you think of something in your head and then you make that exact thing you thunk of out of fucking Rubik's cubes, and you make the Mona Lisa out of Rubik's cubes. Like, are you guys magicians? Just yes or no? Because what you guys do on paper, aka making a Watchmen series, is absurdly crazy to me.
It's
so
absurd.
cool.
I mean,
It's so
heard,
fucking dope.
You heard Lyle? He is a genius. When did he write his first script?
Like fucking young.
Very young.
Very, very young.
Yeah. All right, yo,
I
shout
was-
out Serge DeLima.
Serge DeLima.
Pretty sure.
Shout out to him then.
Yeah, but the Watchmen comic book looks phenomenal. An abominable snowman. I cannot wait to read it.
Abominable, phenomenal. But regardless, I also have to give a quick little shout out to, because he was on my screen at the moment, the hoodie I'm wearing. I couldn't be happier that David Dobrik is back on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
I will let you
he's
know that
back.
right
Let's
now.
talk about it.
You can also go back. I made a couple videos about it back in the day, and for anyone that wants to be like, well, you said he's can't. No, the fuck I didn't. I just said, David, I was a tad disappointed in you. And he was going to, I even said in my videos, like, it's David fucking Dobrik. Like, he's going to take his time away from social media, and he's going to come back
You
bigger than
did
ever.
say that, but that's just because that's just fucking how the world is.
Well,
Sometimes.
and too, like, not to be.
You can be like you can be an enabler and like come back.
No, absolutely. And like not to be that guy, and it's just like that's the only reason I give David the benefit of the doubt for like certain things is because like with cancel culture, I always bring it back to this. Mark Wahlberg was actually convicted and did jail time in the 80s for hate crimes.
Numerous
hate crimes.
Oh,
like
yeah,
actual attacking somebody because of their
Facts.
skin or ethnicity.
Facts.
And he's still starring in $50 million movie budgets today.
God.
So when it came to David Dobrik and he didn't actually do anything, and I get it, that was part of the problem, but he didn't do anything. That's when I was just like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and not want, like, there's no one other than maybe Logan Paul or like Danny Duncan that puts out the type of fun content he does. So Vlog Squad shit. I'm happy you're back, David. I love you. I would love a Tesla.
He just has to be better though. He cannot let anything like that happen.
You just can't think you're too big for like anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I'm guessing that's what it boiled down to when he was just like,
probably.
I'm this big dude and my friend got accused of something. So like, shoo, girls, like get out of here. And you can't do that.
You can't.
We're
do
a Mama's
that.
Boys podcast.
Facts.
We hold women
we
first
love all
always.
you queens.
We love every queen out there. And to be honest, like, yeah, I just want to get real serious really quick. It's just like, I get it. Not everyone out here is going to be the abuser, going to be the rapist, going to be whatever it may be. But if you're someone who knows about it and doesn't do anything about it, you might as well be that person because it's the same.
You are the enabler.
And also because
You
I've
are
had
in
some
that
friends.
same boat.
I've had some friends in the past that have also been the angry one, where say like a friend in school who's a girl and she's definitely getting like, let's just say, physically abused by her boyfriend. And you know, I mean, I'm a nice, so I was like, of course I'm gonna be like, hey, like you're
Cut
better.
the
I
shit.
know you're better than that. Like you really need to leave this guy. Like it's bad. And I ended up losing a friend because they didn't want to like take my advice and whatnot. And then they ended up having a pretty negative life for the years to come until they broke up. And it's just like with that biggest thing, like even if that means losing your abusive and weirdo pedo friend because he's mad that you snitched on him, do it. Trust me. It's
Who
going to be
gives a
so
fuck?
much better for you.
Why would you ever want to be associated with someone like that?
Exactly. And like that's another reason like David doesn't associate with Dom anymore. They
Yeah,
haven't
he
for
shouldn't.
years. And again, I'm not excusing the whole thing, but just that was my take on it. But regardless, we have NBA playoffs.
NBA fucking playoffs.
Dun-dun-dun.
I want Iguodala.
So this is basically
Chuck.
at this point, I'd say this is a Phoenix Suns podcast.
Yo, fuck the Phoenix Suns. Let's go Clippers.
Whoa,
Let's go
whoa,
Clippers.
whoa. Okay, wait. I'm actually taking a storm. I thought, okay, shit.
Nah. So I want, if the Clippers don't win, I want the Suns.
But
But I
guess
want
who-
the fucking Clippers.
But guess who beat the Celtics when he was in Toronto?
Well, yeah, Kawhi Leonard. No,
Guess who
actually,
didn't?
Kawhi Leonard didn't beat the Celtics that year. Giannis did. The Celtics sucked that year,
That's
just
true.
like they did this
but
year.
regardless, that means technically like Kawhi at one point of his career has raised hell for the Celtics. Devin
Yeah,
Booker has
but-
never, because like they're not in the same
Devin Booker
conference.
has raised hell for the Celtics. He
70
put
points.
73 on the
That's
Celtics.
crazy. I facts.
But yeah, since we're talking about Devin Booker's a king.
Goat.
Oh my god,
He's turning into a young goat. I'll say young goat.
He's gotten a lot of Kobe comparisons.
A lot
but
of
you know
Kobe
what?
comparisons.
That's just Devin Booker.
Now, I
That's
was
just
going to say,
D-Book.
that's a point I'll bring up right here. I'm not one of those old heads that
D-Book
gets
is
mad
different.
about it.
Straight out of the league, he was different. Straight out of college, he was different.
Exactly. So I'm not going to get like mad at the comment of the Kobe's thing and
I see
whatnot.
the comparisons,
But
I see it.
Yeah, I completely because I see old heads. No, you can't compare no one to. Okay, mindset wise, what's going on in Devin Booker's head, like killer, being a dickhead, etc.
Yeah, he's a killer.
He's a killer, but
He's a
like
killer.
he's not Kobe in that aspect, just because like I don't think Devin Booker's gonna fist fight his teammates in practice, but style of play, not backing down or being scared, being a perimeter and inside the 3-point shooter,
Facts.
layupping, everything. He's
grimy.
giving Kobe vibes. He really,
grimy.
really is.
He's giving Kobe vibes.
Absolutely.
And he's doing it in the fucking playoffs.
40-point triple-double.
40-point triple-double.
Bro, fuck saying the playoffs at this point. Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals,
Western
bro.
Conference
He
Finals.
swept the MVP, the Joker.
Told him get the fuck out
Told
of
him get
here.
the fuck
Told
outta
him and the
here.
Jokic bro. I like Jokic though.
The
so I'm
Jokic
not
brother,
gonna,
yo, shout out the
they're
Jokic brothers.
Terrifying. Jokic brothers are some of the scariest people I've ever seen in my life.
they'll probably beat the shit out of us.
If
we challenge
absolutely.
them to a
Both
fight.
one of them would beat the shit out of both of us, type shit. And I saw this tweet that was so true. It was just that the Jokic brothers were like heavily. I mean, there was no truth to this, so I'm not saying it. It was just funny.
I think I know.
But that the Jokic brothers were like heavily involved in gang street life in Serbia, but they kept Nikola out of it because he had promise.
Yeah.
Look at the boy.
Bro, I think Jokic is going to be. I don't know if a center has ever averaged a triple double before. Probably not.
Yeah,
But I've
because
been
assists
saying-
would be hard for that one.
Bro, he averaged 8 assists this year. I think
That's
Jokic,
kind of insane,
It's insane. Or I think Jokic is going to be the first big man to ever first center to ever average a triple double.
Average?
I think so.
Oh shit!
I
Okay,
really
see,
want
I'm
that to
not-
happen.
I'm not gonna
Well, next
say
season.
that.
Next season, I'm predicted it.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna say he's like. I don't want my disagreement to that to be like he's bad because he's the fucking MVP. Jokic is amazing. I'm not saying that he's not, but I just don't really. The only type of like big man that I could see getting assists like that would maybe, and he's not technically a big man because he's the most lethal fucking player on the planet, but it's like a KD.
Oh yeah, KD.
Because like he's a.
Well,
Because
you saw
Jokic like
KD dropped the 40-point triple double in the playoffs.
facts, but with Jokic too, like big man like him, I don't like. The assist, like it'd be cool, but the main reason I just don't think he'll average a triple double is because like I feel like he doesn't give a fuck about assists like that, as in the nicest way as he shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, you got someone 7 feet plus tall. Their job out there is literally to get rebounds and put it back in the
absolutely.
hoop. That's it.
Absolutely.
Set
But I
picks and shit.
think he does care about getting assists.
You think so? Well, if he averages 8, then yeah,
Denver like really runs their offense through Jokic.
that's a fact.
If
though.
Jokic could bring up the ball, like he'd bring up the ball.
Next year is going to be scary though. Well, hopefully next year if he recovers well. But Jamal
Murray, yeah.
fucking
Man, if they had Jamal
can't-
Murray,
if they had
holy shit.
Jamal Murray, and I'm not gonna say this to discredit anything that's gone on so far.
Oh, Phoenix is still winning, but Denver's probably winning.
It's
too.
going to Game 7.
You think 7?
If Jamal Murray was on the
I
court,
think that's 6.
I think 7.
Bro,
I was gonna go 7.
Chris Paul was oh my god.
But the league's fucking him again,
bro.
He's not allowed to play
Wait,
tonight.
So does he have COVID?
I don't know. I know
They're
all I
not
know
saying
right.
it, right? They're
all
just
I
saying
know
that he
right now is that
violated
he.
COVID policies.
Yeah, all I know right now is that he
Fuck
has the
that.
vaccine and he was around somebody that had COVID. I don't know if he caught it.
You want to know how you know that? Well, obviously Chris Paul's a legend, but you want to know how we know he's not the best?
How's that?
Because LeBron was partying with all his homies before. LeBron was partying with
And he won.
with Rich Paul, Maverick Carter.
Fucking Michael B. Jordan.
He violated.
Drake.
Yeah, he violated COVID protocols, and what they say, nah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
LeBron.
And to all my Michael
Can't
Jordan
not have
lovers out
LeBron
there, I just
playing
want to
in the
add in really
playoffs.
quick that he can do that because LeBron James is the greatest of all time. But yeah,
Greatest
no,
of all
I'll
time.
just keep that right there. But
I think the top 3 might be LeBron, MJ, and Kobe.
no, absolutely, I don't really think there's
it
anyone
might be
there.
those 3.
But also, I got to divert really quick.
Oh yeah, you got
Because-
it. You got it.
A complete diversion because Vito just brought up top 3. And the second I can find out how to actually edit it to make it look good, we're going to have a doo-doo-doo. Oh, new segment. So Vito brought up
the new segment.
Vito brought up the other day a question, and he asked me, and I wanted to hear us, and then I wanted to hear what you said.
Wow.
It was top 3 favorite sex positions.
Oh, what's up?
So,
Casey, you want to start?
and Mom, if you're watching this, you don't need to.
Y'all can skip this part.
Skip like 45 seconds or something like
Facts.
that. But personally, I like when I'm laying flat on my back, and I don't really have to put in work because that's the most fun for me. It's the
I'm
most.
dead.
It's the most. You're close together. You're having a great time. So I'd say that's number one for me.
That's number one for you. Want me to give you?
Yeah,
one
we'll
of
go back
mine?
and forth. We'll go back and forth.
I like hitting it from the back. I think doggy style's up.
Doggy
there for me.
styles 2 for
Personally.
me, and sideways. It's like when you're spooning each other, basically.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
really good
Yeah,
one.
try
That's my favorite. I'm not. Oh, no,
Okay.
sorry, that's my third favorite.
Yep. Okay.
So top 3 for me are I'm on laying down and like she's on top. Second is from the back, and
There's-
third is from the side.
Facts. Like y'all are spooning. Like y'all are cuddling.
Or, and I'm gonna give an honorable
Some
mention, and this
sensual
only
shit right
works.
there.
I'm
You're
gonna give
getting
an
sensual on the podcast today.
OD, and I'm gonna give an honorable mention
Getting
because it
sensual.
only works where if like you are strong or you just want to do it, but when you lift them up,
Oh, that one's
that
great.
one's so hot.
We gotta get Vinny Hacker. We gotta get Vinny Hacker on the.
We have to-
podcast
honestly,
get,
yeah.
to get sensual.
I need Vinny Hacker to come on this podcast
So
so
come get
we can
sensual
get
with
just
us.
so like just have a sexual conversation. I just think that really needs because I mean that would do wonders for his DMs. Absolutely. If we ask Vinny Hacker like one time, like yo, like what's your favorite sex position, Vinny Hacker? And he just goes any type. He's gonna get 50,000 DMs that day. Like I can be any type
Yeah,
for you, Vinny.
fucking
I will
weak.
be that for you. So
Girls, dudes, everybody.
I will say-
DMs. But let me give you one more. of
Oh,
mine.
facts. You didn't give me your third.
Missionary, but when the girl's legs are on my shoulders.
Ooh, I like that one. That one's hot too.
that
That
was
one's
hot.
actually really cool. Facts.
Yo,
Twerk.
Yeah,
Facts. Someone,
yeah.
there was this girl on TikTok who posted a video that's just like, this is
Why
what
is it
y'all
fact?
men,
Why
this
is
is
it
what
facts?
she said. This is what y'all dumbass men look like when you're in missionary, and we literally be twerking out here.
Yeah.
So if you ever try to
We be
use the term
twerking.
like pause or anything again, just remember
You be
twerking.
twerking.
You be twerking too.
You be
honestly.
everybody be twerking.
But I just had to say this
Everybody
statement
be
really quick
twerking.
because I don't want anyone to
That's
get it
fucking
twisted
funny.
out here. That Vinny Hacker is yes, and you're probably gonna. I have a girlfriend, guys, so like we're not even gonna. You don't even need to go there. But Vinny Hacker is obviously probably one of the best looking young 20s men on the planet right now. I don't want anyone to get it twisted like you thought that I was dipping out on my king, Noah fucking Beck.
Oh, you love
absolutely
Noah Beck.
not.
We
Noah
love
Beck.
Noah Beck on
I
this
literally at this
podcast.
point.
Shout
I don't
out
give a
Noah
fuck.
Beck.
I would defend Noah Beck more than I would defend some of my own family members at this point, and that's like dead set, like swear on an oath.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
So if the Martians got the death beam pointed at Earth,
If Martians right now had a death beam pointed at Earth and it was pointed at Noah Beck, and I had the opportunity to run in front of it and take that beam, I'm fucking doing that.
you wouldn't have Iguodala do it.
I want Iguodala.
I just think that Noah Beck is just a
No, he's a great
staple
guy.
of amazingness
that
for this
sweatshirt,
community.
That sweatshirt you have is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And like when people are just spreading happiness and people are good vibes, people are just good people. Why hate on them?
Bro,
them
and when
do
you
their
got like
thing.
a 46 pack abs, like
Wow.
come on now, bro. And you played soccer. Yo, he's just a king. So I'm gonna stop talking about that because we would just get down a rabbit hole. But shout out Noah Beck, shout out Vinny
Shout out
Hacker.
Noah Beck.
You guys are fucking awesome.
Facts.
But gonna divert again to something that kind of made me sad this last couple days. Is
What?
Usher, man.
Yo, fuck Usher. Don't you ever disrespect T-Pain like that again.
You know what else like really
Ever again.
rubbed me the wrong way is that the date that T-Pain said that Usher like violated him for using autotune, it was only months after that Usher released
A
OMG.
song with autotune?
Oh my God.
Who the fuck does Usher think he is?
Baby, let
Pulling
me
up to
love
the-
you down.
Pulling up to the strip club with Usher bucks.
Not only that, it's like the song OMG is literally almost
Oh
like.
my God,
Well, no, they
I'm
almost didn't
so
even.
in
Like,
love.
OMG almost didn't even need Usher to sing because it literally sounds
like
like
a
it was just
robot.
made on a computer.
I found you.
Yeah.
right in the
All it
beat.
is literally it's almost like he probably didn't even
Whoa,
sing. They
whoa,
probably just
whoa,
took
whoa.
old vocals from him back in the day.
Literally.
And put it in like a
Literally.
fucking auto-tune
Usher's
generator.
like, all right, yo, I got a file of me just making noises here. Just use this.
Facts. Literally.
Just
So
use
it's
this
like.
for the song.
And the fact that he. Like T-Pain's one of those people like
T-Pain
how
is
we were
a
just
legend.
I'm not gonna compare these two, but like we were talking about with Noah Beck, like why you hating on him because all he does is show love, bring positivity.
Facts.
Same with T-Pain.
Same with T-Pain.
When has T-Pain ever beef with anybody and made bad music?
Same with
Never.
T-Pain, never.
He just-
T-Pain only wants to create more music with people.
And-
but that was his own fault for a little bit because he didn't know how to use Instagram.
Very, very, very true.
But
he did not.
T-Pain, we're not mad at you for that. That's hilarious.
I'm not. Yeah, T-Pain.
hilarious,
And
T-Pain.
plus, like T-Pain's got to realize too, is like he's almost 40, so it's just like
Yeah, he's almost
that's
40.
gonna happen. Like you can't get if you're almost 40 years old and like you didn't know how to work Instagram DMs, you don't need to be upset about that. That
Facts.
happens. It's
It
a
happens.
process.
It's a process.
My
Trust the
dad
pro-
is
trust the
50.
process.
Well, he's 60 now. Jesus, but like 10 years ago when he got his first iPhone, he had to go
Ooh.
to a class to learn how to use it.
No way.
Legitimately, he went to a
They
class.
do those?
Yeah.
Jeez.
They're scamming old people out of their money. Facts.
Jeez.
I could have fucking taught him.
How much did he fucking pay for that?
I have no idea. I never
Bro,
even
if he
asked.
paid-
It was so like, in the cutest way, it was so sad. I just couldn't even ask. I'm like, this is embarrassing.
this is
Jesus.
embarrassing.
But that's
Yo,
my
Dad,
point.
How was your cell phone class, bro?
Yeah, and that's my point with T-Pain, where it's just like, man, like this
T-Pain's
dude's
fucking-
never beef with nobody. He just wants to live in a mansion in Wisconsin, and that's it.
And the crazy thing is, T-Pain. I saw like the clip of T-Pain, like the interview. He was like, he said that he thought Usher was his friend, and Usher just went up to him and was like, "Yo, man,
Out of
like,
nowhere.
you ruined music. You just ruined music."
And
Who
even
the fuck says that?
And
Who
even
the fuck?
T-Pain said in the interview, it's like Usher told him it once, and then T-Pain like laughed a little bit and thought Usher was joking.
And
Was
he's
like,
no, he said it again.
he said it like 2 more times. And like in different ways. He was like, no, man, like you really fucked it up with that auto-tune thing. Like that's whack. It's like, excuse me?
yeah.
All
fucking-
my favorite artists right
Usher-
now were made because of auto-tune.
literally Usher is fucking whack.
Yeah, Usher,
Bro,
I'm not gonna
giving
lie,
herpes-
you're just
giving herpes to people. You fucking
Usher also has herpes. See, that's what I'm gonna add. That's gonna be the name of this video. Usher has herpes.
Usher
because-
has herpes.
Because Usher just disappointed me with that. It's like who
Hashtag fuck Usher.
like you want to come at T-Pain out of all people? Like what? Like that's just weird to me because like he's never. I don't even think T-Pain's ever spoken down on anyone. Because if we're being,
I've never heard T-Pain
if we're gonna
speak
be
down on
honest here,
anybody.
and some of them are even artists that I have loved for years to come. Anyone that uses autotune right now to like spice up their career,
It's popping.
you're biting off T-Pain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, literally.
You
You're
are.
biting on
And
T-Pain,
wait.
and you're probably doing pretty good for yourself.
And my biggest point with that, has T-Pain ever once in the history of him making music made a statement or a tweet or a photo saying, yo, rappers got it from me? No. Ever. He's humble as fuck.
But he should. He
I know,
fucking
but that's
should.
my point. Like, why would you try to disrespect T-Pain? Like,
Yeah.
all he does is show love.
And
He
you want
gave
to know,
you guys
you want to know
shit.
what the craziest thing is too?
What's that?
It's not that T-Pain's singing voice just sounds like mine, or like yours.
Have you heard the acoustic to, what was it called? Buy You a Drink?
Yeah. T-Pain
has a
T-Pain has a
great voice.
great voice.
Like, with just
So-
nothing. Like,
Yeah.
not even a mic. Like,
literally. So T-Pain, like when he said that it just led him that was kind of what pushed him off the edge, like spiraling into the depression for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me sad because like T-Pain is such a talented guy,
extremely talented.
extremely talented.
Like I was gonna say, we'll try to put a clip in here of like just like a quick little like 10 seconds, 5
Buy
seconds
you a
of T-Pain
drink.
singing it without autotune.
Baby girl.
Because it's absurd how good this guy's voice is. Like he doesn't. I'm sad that other artists and other celebrities caused this man to go into a depression and stop
Literally.
making music
Literally.
because he
Just
was
'cause he's
extremely talented.
He's extremely talented.
And he's a good soul.
He's a great soul. He's an icon.
Absolutely,
he's
an
a
icon.
legend. Are you kidding me? You can't talk about like our era of music without talking about a little bit about T-Pain.
You can't whatsoever. Absolutely not, man. Like that's
T-Pain, a little bit of T-Pain, a little bit of Akon.
little T-Pain,
Sean
Akon,
Kingston.
Sean Kingston,
Chet Hanks?
absolutely.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like who are some other like pop-ish R&B like staples like that.
Well, I mean,
Drake. I mean, Drake's been going since
Oh,
about
yeah.
like 2008.
Dre, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the first to do it.
Let's talk about it.
Soulja Boy.
You know what's funny? You know what's so funny? And finally, somebody kind of called him out a little bit. Is that Soulja Boy had an interview with Complex, and he was talking about being the first to do everything.
First
and at
to do
the end of the
everything.
clip, you just see like the guy interviewing, being I'm like, yeah, well, I feel like other people might, think differently of that, but you think that in your own head, so it's okay. Because I think he ended it with like he's the hottest rapper out right now, which I mean,
He's not.
not whatsoever.
he's not,
Like
no.
he's not even in.
He's not.
I don't even think Soulja Boy's in like. And I'm not even trying to gas this in a disrespectful way. I don't even think Soulja Boy's top 50 right now.
Soulja Boy's. I don't think so.
Because I mean, shit, I can think of at least a top 12 that are in Atlanta alone. Let me make clap, 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 and like that song sucked, but it was just a
TikTok song.
It was a TikTok song. Like that's a song I would make. I would try to make.
Yo,
Like,
me and Casey are about to hop in the stew.
we really. That's not even a joke. We're gonna hop in the stew, make a TikTok banger.
Song.
I would.
Follow Mama's Boys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. We got
And
all of it.
Instagram, and
We got
also
all of it now.
My 2021 goal, so by New Year's Eve 2021, I want to be able to have, even if it's a studio session of a song, it doesn't have to be out, but Dixie D'Amelio.
Whoa.
Because she should have won a Grammy already.
Dixie.
Yeah. And
Shoot your shot, bro.
Yo, Dixie, I'm not going to lie. Me and, technically,
I can do some.
Mama
I
Beck.
can do some ad libs.
Absolutely. And technically, Mama Beck told me in my DMs that I'm a part of the family, which
Whoa.
makes me part of Noah's family, which means you and me kind of like are already friends in a way. and we would
Literally.
win a Grammy together. So like,
Could you imagine if
now I've never sang in my entire life, but we're gonna win a Grammy, so that's okay.
I've heard
And
you
we're gonna
sing
drink
before.
Annie Energy while doing it.
Bro, you can name the song Annie Energy.
I'm about to create a song called Annie Energy.
Facts.
If we're being completely honest,
I'm about to create a song called Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck Ben Simmons.
Fuck Ben Simmons. Honestly-
Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck Ben Simmons.
Fuck Ben Simmons. And we're
Fuck Ben
back.
Simmons.
I was gonna say, yeah, we only had a limited time for that, but
We back?
Ben Simmons fucking awful. I really
Fucking
hope
Ben
he's gets traded overseas.
Ben Simmons is
So bad.
So like he's such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. That man he's way too he's talented. His physicals, he's a great passer, he's a great rebounder, great defender, but he's so bad on offense. that
He's
it
just so scared.
He
He really
he's
is. He's
scared.
timid.
He's
He's
scared.
nervous to
But
shoot.
I wonder if like he's like his mental's a little fucked up. Like maybe if he thinks he shoots, like it's not gonna go in.
Well, no, his mental's definitely fucked up because I mean he's been getting
Bounced
violated
out
on
of the playoffs.
Well,
Getting
and like he's
violated.
been getting violated on social media for at least 2 years now for having like the
He's
worst
been
jumper.
getting dragged on
But it's
social
one of those
media.
things where it's like, and I don't mean this in a bad way because like I'm not trying to like be one of those people online that violates him, but like I just don't have sympathy.
Why
for
doesn't he just fix his
Ben Simmons.
jumper?
A, fix your jumper. B,
Why doesn't he just fix his
like
jumper?
yeah, I'm sorry, but like you know, say for like the people that get mad about being like Paul George, let's say.
Paul
like I
George.
take back everything I've ever said about Paul George.
Who's Pandemic P is? That's Tingus Pingus.
That's absolutely, and
Kristaps
I take back
Porzingis.
stuff about Paul George because Paul George,
had a
when he
great
was
playoffs.
getting ripped on last year too, everything. A lot of people were coming at his personal life too, like the
That's
girl
OD.
he was dating. This,
That's
that,
OD.
like a ton of shit. And
See,
I get it; it's gonna happen in that space. But
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is literally only getting I don't even care if it's every tweet that I see on my timelines is at Ben Simmons, but it's only about basketball
And it's only about how ugly his jump shot is.
and how scared he is on the
And how
court.
he's scary.
Yeah, and it's just one of those. Yeah,
Scary.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be that guy. But if
but
you're
it-
6'8" and athletic and you don't at least have 10 points a game, I don't
Bro,
have sympathy.
literally,
Sorry.
he can handle like a guard. His arms are probably longer than KD's.
Yeah, he's got long ass arms.
Bro, he guards.
Actually, that's a bold statement to make. Longer arms
literally,
than KD. Crazy.
literally.
I'll have to look
literally.
that up.
In fact, we gotta look that up. But Ben Simmons should be averaging a triple double and a 20-point triple double at that.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
At
If-
least.
If motherfucking, and this is no diss to him because he's one of my favorite players in the East right now, and I'm not, no hate whatsoever. But if Trae Young can be out here getting a ton of triple doubles, I get it. He can shoot, so I'm not like he's a GOAT shooter. But Ben
He's
Simmons,
little.
you can,
Oh,
and,
Trae Young- is
and
Trae
I'm
Young
telling
6
Ben
foot?
Simmons, you don't got to get 20-20. You don't have to have a Russ triple double.
Hell no,
Because like
'cause-
Russell Westbrook triple doubles are stuff that like big man can't even do.
Facts.
But Ben
That's just-
Simmons,
Russ is different.
I'm just asking you for like a quick 10-10-10. Like the
10,
bottom
10,
line
10.
triple double that you could have.
But like the thing, like he could score. All right, 10 points a game would be fine for Ben Simmons, but I think he'd literally be have to averaging like 15 boards and like 12 assists.
I personally
But
think.
that's the number one pick. You're paying him max. You're paying him a max contract.
Yeah, but also it's like Philly's just fucked right now.
Philly is fucked.
Well, because it's just like they
they keep getting bounced off the playoffs.
Well, that and right
the
now-
process is over. Fuck the process.
fuck the process. And right now it's just like, but Philly has to come to the conclusion that okay, Simmons sucks.
Simmons sucks.
We still owe him hundreds of millions of dollars. So
and who the fuck wants him?
well, no, and if they trade Simmons, they have to trade him to another team that can give him those hundreds of millions of dollars, which right now not many teams can.
No.
Or they have to find a player that like other teams would want to trade for Ben Simmons, which
Who the
not
fuck
many
would wanna
teams
do that?
not many teams want to do that right
Who
now.
wants to give up a quarter of their fucking salary to pay for a guy that can't put the ball in the basket?
You know who did want to do that, and I just want to throw back to his 2018 probably worst take of all time ever, and he fucking sucks. And if
Who?
you watch this, I hate you. Just so you
Who?
know that. Skip Bayless.
Fuck
In
Skip
2018, Skip Bayless put out a take that he thought that the
Ben
Lakers
Simmons was going to be the next LeBron?
no, that the Lakers should have traded LeBron for Ben Simmons.
Hey, yo.
Crazy, disgusting,
Skip. Skip.
un-American. If we're being completely
That's
honest,
disgusting.
to say something like that.
Skip Bayless and his like 1.4 points per game in high school.
Trash, and I mean he's jacked. I'll give him that. He takes
Yo,
really
Skip
weird.
Bayless is that. Yo, that's Drip Bayless.
He does have Drip Bayless, and he's really good friends with Lil Wayne too, which
It's
is
Drip
pretty cool.
Bayless. But Lil Wayne has been endorsing Donald Trump though.
Yeah, which I don't really. So is Kodak Black.
yeah.
But Kodak Black is a
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
He,
So.
Kodak Black is a.
God, did you see what Kodak Black posted today?
What did he
Which was
post?
very, very like. This is why I think Kodak Black legitimately is mentally impaired.
Yo,
but
wait,
like
do
to
you
the point
think
where it's
do you think he's a
clinical.
clone?
No, but I think he's mentally impaired to the point where it's like not like jokes aside. I think he's actually a moron that like can't help it. But Kodak Black had a birthday party for his child that was Kobe Bryant themed. And you want to know what one of the props at this birthday party was that was decked out in Lakers purple and gold?
Was it a helicopter?
A fucking helicopter.
Jesus, what?
That and it's one of those
Kodak.
things. No, it's one of those things. It wasn't a car. It wasn't something that Kodak owns. It was something that Kodak had to get shipped in for this party.
Kodak,
which means
that's fucked up.
for weeks or however long it takes to get a helicopter, you didn't think like, oh shit,
Like
I'm
maybe
having,
this is a bad idea.
I'm having a Kobe Bryant themed birthday party, and my biggest prop is what made Kobe Bryant die.
Yo,
What?
wait, did Vanessa Bryant? Oh no, he posted that today, right?
Yeah,
All right, yeah. So
I hope she comments on it.
Bro,
I really hope she rips him to
just
pieces.
why? Like, what's the thought process?
That's another person. Yeah, no. Kobe's another person where it's like, if you're not allowed to disrespect him, you're
Hell
just not allowed
no.
to. He was
Kobe-
just too much of a goat, too much of a good
R.I.P.
person.
Kobe and Gina.
R.I.P. to
man.
the most goated, one of the most goated girl dads of all time.
Yeah.
He just wanted to be a girl dad.
Hashtag girl dad.
Hashtag girl dad.
Hashtag Mama's Boys podcast.
Hashtag Mama's Boys podcast. But I was gonna say, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Bro, I just started watching Invincible. All you people out there who haven't watched Invincible yet, you got to do it.
Gotta watch it.
You
I watched
gotta-
I
you
watched the
gotta
first
do it.
episode and it was actually pretty fire. So
Yeah,
I will second that.
That ending scene in the first episode.
It just beats the shit out of literally
Omni-Man? Jesus
everybody,
Christ.
which is so sad.
Yo, if y'all want to talk about it, let me know.
We'll talk about that one
We'll talk
next
about
podcast
Loki.
too. And then hopefully update is next podcast. We are hoping to have musical genius, beautiful boy, angelic, awesome individual, Keegan, in as our first guest or our second guest. I'm sorry.
Second guest.
Shout out Lyle. But we're gonna have Keegan as our second guest, just get to know him more, get to
Facts.
hear about upcoming songs and everything else.
He's just gonna talk to us about like what the
Life.
life is like for like a guy
A
who
musician.
makes music.
Exactly.
A
So
guy who's a very good musician. at that.
extremely good musician.
Follow,
Has
stream him on Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
I was gonna say
You're gonna
go
love it. You're not
search
gonna be disappointed.
Go search Keegan, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Instagram,
Facts.
everything. Give him a follow. He's easily just one of the most angelic, beautiful, awesome
Down
people
to
I've
earth,
ever met. Down to earth.
amazing guy.
But so that'll be next episode. And other than that, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Shout out to all the queens out there. We
Shout
love
out
you.
Queen, shout out mom.
And
shout out dad.
keep it real.
Love y'all. We out.
Boom.